Okay, so in this tutorial, we're going to talk a little bit about transparencies in Adobe Illustrator. And so presently, like if I move this square over, it's opaque, meaning that I can't see where they cross over at. And I've had students where they confuse screening with opacity and transparency in this case. And so screening, remember, is when we make a color lighter. That's what screening is. And opacity is when we make it transparent so that we can see things through. So to access it, you would go to Window, Transparency, and this dialog box will pop up, and you'll see that it has several settings that are familiar to you if you've played with Photoshop. So we'll set it to multiply, which is kind of a standard one. And now you can see when I place it over it, this is now transparent, and I can see where they cross over to almost create a new color of one another. And I can still adjust the screening of it where it looks like it's screened, but it really isn't screened. I'm just adjusting how translucent this is. So the basic difference is that screening is opaque. Transparency is not. It's translucent. So we'll show you a common thing that we sometimes use transparencies for. Is I'll take my type here and I'm going to copy it and just paste it in general. I'm going to make this one white and scooch it over so you can see it. I'll take this guy and I'm going to create a drop shadow for him, and I'm just going to set it to a gray. And with it selected, I'm going to set the transparency to multiply. And so now if I scooch this over it, and we're just going to use my arrow keys, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, I can create a more natural looking drop shadow. But of course this trick only is going to work if the text or object or whatever is close to what we're trying to the surface. In other words, is that the closer something is to the surface, the tighter the shadow is going to be. The farther away, like if I wanted this to look like it was farther away from it, this would have to be really, really soft. And there are effects that you can use in Illustrator to achieve that effect, but they usually aren't really very good with printing afterwards. But this is how we use transparencies and the difference between transparencies and screening in Adobe Illustrator.